All right, guys, this is our return for 2010, the Dax and Javinho show with me. You should know who I am by now. And
Javinho.
you should know who he is by now. We have a lot to talk about today. So, yeah, let's just get to it.
We have some game rumors, we have some threads to talk about, and upcoming games. So, yeah.
Close your mind, close your eyes, see with your heart. How do you forgive the murderer of your father? The ink of a scholar is worth.
All right, so the first game we're going to talk about is NBA Jam for the Wii. That's right. You didn't hear me wrong. I said Wii and NBA and Jam all in the same sentence. So, yeah, NBA Jam's making a comeback for like the first time in forever. And it's exclusively on Wii, so take that 360 fanboys. And yeah, it doesn't look that bad. It looks pretty good. I'm looking at some screenshots here. Looks really good. They used actual players' faces for the game, so they can express expressions better, like slam dunks. The fires on the balls back for a return. When you're on a roll, your ball catches fire. You can dunk the net, and the net can break, while the glass can break, and it looks pretty funny. Seeing Paul Pierce dunk the ball, and he's all like, and he got it in. And basically everything from the old games in the game. Like the fire, the shattering backboard, the flashing shoes and flashing ball, and the big head mode, and the legends, and the playable mascots, and the secret characters. Can't find any corrupt referees, though. So yeah, the graphics look pretty decent for a Wii game. Gives it an old arcade kind of feel. From the looks of things, you can see it's 2-on-2 players from representing each team. For example, Cleveland's represented by LeBron James and Shaquille O'Neal. And yeah, not that much is known about the game, although it looks really, really good, and I plan picking it up when it comes out. All right, now we're going to expand further on Epic Mickey. Yeah, I know I mentioned this in the previous episode we did, the only other episode we did, which was about games, which wasn't Final Fantasy related. It was an actual episode 2 months ago. Yeah, anyway, the point is, yeah, basically we know what it's the majority of it already. You control Mickey, you can make him good or bad. Oswald got mad. That rhymed. There's some more concept art in this picture, Nintendo Power. And we know now that in Legend of Zelda and Mario were influences on this game, and they wanted to the team wanted to incorporate some stuff from Okame as well. So let's see how good that'll turn out. And this is probably going to be one of the runners-up for the Game of the Year for the Wii, if not Game of the Year. So yeah, just check it out when it comes out this year, I think. Yeah, this year. Do you have the heart?
You have the soul?
Do you have a corny name Nintendo can use for another Pokemon game?
No.
Well, too bad. They already took it with Heart Gold and Soul Silver. I don't know why they couldn't think of something else, but yeah. And either way, it's Pokemon Gold and Silver remade again, so who really cares what it's called? It can be called Gold, and Silver for all I care right now. All I'm happy about is that there's a remake, and we all shut up until we want Ruby and Sapphire remakes in the next 2 years.
I don't want a Ruby and Sapphire remake. I don't want one.
But we're going to get one anyway. So, yeah, it's Pokemon. What else is there? It's Gold and Silver, coming out March 14th. I'm getting it day one. I don't care what anyone says.
Me too.
I'm dragging him with me, and we're going to go get it, and it's going to be fun. And, yeah. Basically, more info. There's a Wi-Fi event that I've heard of, the Jirachi event. Don't know how that works, but I know there's a Jirachi event. I know there's the notched ear Pichu event, the Pikachu-colored Pichu event, and basically, I don't know if this is a spoiler or not, but if it's a spoiler, then you can kill me later. But there's a Celebi event, in which Celebi takes you back in time, and you actually get to fight Giovanni as the guy from Gold and Silver. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, that's just about it. There's a couple more stuff. There's obviously online still, friend codes, the rest. Yeah, all that jazz. Yeah, all the Pokemon. There's no new Pokemon. Not from what I know. There's no new areas to be looked for.
Oh, speaking of new areas, I'm pretty sure that they added a Safari Zone now.
Yeah, that's true. They added Safari Zone in Kanto. No, in Johto region. It was in Johto region. There I saw.
If you recall,
Yeah.
the original game.
Yeah, and if you recall the original game, Kanto didn't have one. It was closed. I don't know why, but they actually in the new one they actually put it in the Johto region. For whatever reason, I guess just to catch them all that stuff. Yeah.
And from what I understand, the Battle Frontier that returned in Pokemon Platinum is also in Heart Gold and Soul Silver. So if you want to challenge again, that's pretty good for you if you love the Battle Frontier. And it's a pretty cool feature. So, yeah, expect Heart Gold and Soul Silver in the next 2 months. And we will try to do like some sort of walkthrough if we can. If Mario Brother doesn't beat us to it, we will try to get a walkthrough for Heart Gold and Soul Silver. So stay tuned for that.
So the last thing on our list is Capcom versus. So yeah, we can't say the name. It's too Japa for us. Yeah, so it's basically two universes again, battling it out. In the style of Marvel vs. Capcom 2, there's a handful of characters from each side that we probably know or don't. And yeah, so here's a little bit of information about that.
Yeah, and the one problem I have with this game so far, I have yet to see Mega Man. I know Zero's in the game. I know Roll's in the game. Where is Mega Man?
Why is Roll in the game?
Why is Roll in and Mega Man not? That's what I can't understand. Well, they had Beautiful Joe, so that made me cheer up a little bit, but I still want Mega Man in this. And this dude with the creepy-looking hat kind of scares me. He has some red eye visor thingy, and he's kind of creepy. I'm going to have nightmares about that dude. And, yeah, so it looks pretty good. It got a 9 from Nintendo Power, got a 9 from IGN. It looks really promising. Wi-Fi. Just a classic fighting game you got here for the Wii. And, yeah, it's pretty cool.
So this is a last new segment that we have on the Dax and Javinho show. We're talking about threads. New threads that just popped up in Nintendo All-Stars, which is pretty cool. Here's a couple that might come your way that you might... Yeah, we have to incorporate the union because, where would this show be? So here's a couple of threads. The new threads are... of course, Tansunko, versus Capcom, the review. The 5th generation of Pokemon coming in 2010. Thanks, Mario Bros. For that.
Metroid Other M's official website in Japan has opened up. Thanking Mario Bros. Again for that. And there's a new hot seat up, thankfully. And you can go vote between myself, Javinho, Mario Brawler, Mighty, and Paper. So you can go ahead, check that out. Vote. Vote for Javinho, you get a cookie. Vote for me, you get a punch in the nuts. So, anyways, there's always the usuals. We always got the off-topic discussion. We always got the intro thread for those newbies that come here. And the All-Star Chat, which is off limits for everyone that's not an officer. And we've had... there's also the rumor of the Zelda Wii details that were leaked. The rumor of Project Needle Mouse being for 360 and PS3 only. There's the Monster Hunter 3 bundle hitting the USA and North America in general. And predictions for the DS2. And basically that's everything. If you want to find everything else, you can go look at the Union yourself because we're going to run out of time if I mention every single topic there.